Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So today, I would like to thank you first to the God who has given me a chance to doing my speech presentation. And also, I would like to say thank you to Ma'am Nina that has given me this assignment. I think it is such a great assignment because I learned a lot in order to be a good speaker. First of all, may I introduce myself? So my name is Nazhifa Aqila Zahra with student number 35 and I am from Public Speaking 2021 B class. So for today's presentation, I would like to talk about women empowerment. Not only women empowerment in a general, but also in our society, in our community that has been becoming a trending topic. I choose this topic also because I think it is related to me as a woman, and also I want to bring this topic out to the audience so they can also know about this woman empowerment issue in their society and community. So first of all, I would like to give a question to the audience about woman empowerment. So what do you know about woman empowerment? I think some of the audience here already know what the meaning of woman empowerment is. Actually, woman empowerment is an expression that has a meaning to encourage women to choose of their own way of life and not to be regulated by their parents, spouse, or society. Women are free to live a life designed by women themselves. But the meaning of woman empowerment is not only as simple as that, but woman empowerment also means that women must stop blaming themselves because it will hinder their development, even though we all know that women are no less powerful than men, exactly. So first, we will talk about woman empowerment in our society. So back then, women were always despised by society and their opinions were rarely heard and even often underestimated. However, in this era, this perspective is slowly being erased. It is in line with the many achievements that women have made. Women empowerment in our society, this statement related to women empowerment is true because if we compare it with the past, ancient women were always required to be with what their parents wanted them to be, what their partners wanted them to be, even they had to do what their environment wanted them to be. It is very different from today's era where perhaps as a perspective or practice may still exist in some places because perhaps it is already a tradition from their custom maybe. But however, if we look at it in general, this is already very rare in our society. This is evidenced by the increasing number of women who have taken over professions that were previously commonly done by men. So like the example picture on the side, she is Sri Mulyani, one of the great women who is the Minister of Finance of the Republic of Indonesia. See, gender does not prevent people from being what they want to be and what they dream to be. So, however, if we compare it with the past, there is many differences. So here's the example of woman empowerment back then. See, back then many women are still bound by traditional stereotypes that hold them back. It makes women unable to express themselves freely. They had to do all the nature of women, such as taking care of children and husband, giving birth, and cooking, for example. They also can do what they want and can even choose to do what they want. Even their education is limited, so they are not higher in knowledge than men. It is actually happened in the past, such as the example picture on the side that ancient women were always tied to the figure of a housewife. They can't choose what they want except to be housewives. In fact, their education is limited, so they are not smarter and superior than men because in fact in ancient time they still strongly believed that women were weak and had to obey what they said, their parents and husband exactly. It's no wonder why many ancient women were stupid because they couldn't study alone and only the nobility could learn at that time. So women empowerment is a topic that is currently being hotly discussed among young people. So why? Because many women are starting to feel that this is not fair. They should also have the same portion as men in terms of education to work. Women should also have the right to live what they want and what are their gifts. It is very unfair for a person when she has to give up all his or her dreams just because she is a woman. Women also have the right to develop themselves so that they are not always labeled stupid and weak by their environment in particular. That is why the woman empowerment issue has become a hotly discussed issue today. Many people have an opinion about this issue. Many women also speak up about this issue. So it is true that women's rights are human rights. Women should be able to determine their path in life. Women can be anything they want to be. If she doesn't want to get married, then she can do it. If she wants to be a pilot, maybe, then she can do it too. Or even if she wants to be an engineer, she can do it too also. So those are the reason many women have finally spoken up about this issue. Yes, exactly. As a woman, we have to speak up about this because we are the only ones who are related to this issue and we experience it. If we don't speak up, maybe stereotypes or people's perspective about women who are weak compared to men will continue to exist. Otherwise, society should slowly remove the traditional perspective. Women should be able to freely express themselves without being bound by social perspectives that have been inherent in them. So finally, people, women who heard this, society should slowly remove the traditional perspective. Women have to express themselves without being bound by this perspective so that women can get their rights. We have to start listening to women's opinions and respecting their decisions so that problems related to women's empowerment that have existed in the past do not happen again. So, for all of the women out there who might be seeing this presentation, I want to say that you are as great as you think for women worldwide who might be hurt or read this. Do what you want to do because you always have a chance to be greater than before. Women always have time to shine. Don't be afraid of what people will see. As American Marcos said that women don't need to find a voice and they need to feel empowered to use it. And people need to be encouraged to listen. So thank you. That is all of my presentation today. I'm sorry if I make any mistake. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.